Hello, hello. All right, so here we are, second day after, we have experienced the new moon. We have come into this new power, this new light, this new energy, which is so exciting. We are on the path to Imbolc right now, which is even more exciting, where we celebrate Bridget, the goddess Bridget, also referred to Imbolc as Bridget's Day. We celebrate the in-between point of the winter solstice and the spring equinox, and we bring forth a bunch of amazing things, power within ourselves, cleansing energies, everything of the sort. So I was intuitively shuffling as I was preparing for this video, and we have a sequence so far to take place for our energy communication that we are doing right now. So if you didn't watch the video from yesterday, please feel free to. It's going to have the energy sequence from the 25th. This is the energy sequence for the 26th. So we're beginning with shine, and shine has a lot to do with letting your hidden talents come through, allowing them to be your identifying factor, being authentic in the sense of not hiding who you are and creating from a genuine heart space, because who you really are is your biggest factor. It is your brightest factor. It is your illuminating spectrum. From there, we have ambition, because think about it. When you express who you really are in the aspect of, you being you and not hiding anything and really letting those talents come through, your ambition goes right up, because your self-confidence is up there and your ability to see through things just becomes clear, because you are in your own light. You are shining in your own light, amplifying your motivation and your ambition to do more with that. From there, we have good fortune, because why not? When we express ourselves genuinely and we allow who we are to come through and we create from a heart space, good fortune naturally finds us, because we are aligning within ourselves and within the universe. And for this last card in the sequence for now, we have integrity, because when we are coming through a heart sequence, when we are creating from a heart space, when we are allowing our hidden talents to shine through, taking charge of those and going out there and creating more and doing more and being more a part of the effortless flow of life, when we have all the things we want being received, or not even want, all the things that amplify our experience coming to us because we are aligned, we have good fortune. All of that is held back by the balance of integrity. So that is super duper duper exciting. Now, the way I got to these cards is I literally just shuffle and don't really put much thought into it. When things come out of the deck, go a certain way, bounce out. Those are the cards I pull, and I just do that in that order as we go along. So one thing I want everyone to do, please and thank you, if you're going to be participating in the Imbolc portal, just go get yourself some bay leaves. We're going to need a couple of them. Really only even need probably 5, 10 tops, for one of our activities we're doing during the Imbolc portal. If you do not know about the Imbolc portal, if I could talk, that'd be great, right? Please go join Divination Dreamer group on Facebook. You can also watch the previous video that talks a little bit about how that's going to be ran. But briefly, what it is going to be a 4-day experience in my Facebook group for Divination Dreamer, and we're going to celebrate Imbolc together. We're going to have some, journaling prompts. We're going to do some activities. There's going to be some spells. Rebirth, right? When we're talking about that, like I said, here's the next card to come through after integrity. Some spells, really just a lot of fun things that we're going to really just get into that essence of feeling and how we're moving about and what we're doing. So that's going to take place from the 31st, and it's going to close the morning of the 3rd, okay? So in saying that, we are on our way to Imbolc with Bridget, the middle of the winter solstice and the spring equinox, and we have our sequence of energy channels done. Now I just want to jump into what Divination Dreamer is going to look like in 2020 so far. I am committed this year, being 2020, to only do things that are aligned completely with my soul purpose, that I find love in, that I find ease, and how I want to move forward with my life and the tones that I want my life to hold. So the first thing that we are bringing back, I just want to mention all of these things that I am doing, besides for one module that I created over the summer, are the things that I started with clients, and my clients have been working with for about a year, and the value has only grown immensely because my abilities have grown from practicing every day and moving forward and helping others and really just putting my soul purpose out there. So I am a certified Reiki master teacher. I also consider myself a divination, I don't want to say specialist, enthusiast. It's how I like to communicate. The spirit, soul, body alignment is what I enjoy. Shadow work, just really the illumination of us as a whole, as one being, not two separates. Because if we see ourselves as separate forces, we really aren't allowing ourselves to be all that we can be. So we're going to start by talking about the aura cleanse. So an aura cleanse is done to clear your energy, to dissolve old stagnancy, to really just remove the filter of kind of grime that you might have clouding your aura. Kind of think about if there's a window you haven't wiped down in a long time, and then you go through and wipe that down, you can see so much clearer. That's how an aura cleanse works. So the way I conduct, now everybody's going to be different. This is the way I do it. Everything I do is done completely remotely. No technology is used. I get in contact with you afterwards. But I use a selenite crystal and myself as a surrogate, okay? So we run the selenite crystal over each side of the body slowly, focusing on the chakras for extra amplification and spirit, and that is done on all sides, top to bottom. And that is done using Reiki energy. So Reiki healing is sent throughout the body, through the meridians, through the energy centers to really amplify the experience, clean and cleanse the aura, allow you to be able to see clearly from your mind's eye. Okay, now selenite is a really good agent for clearing in general. You can clear other crystals with it. You can clear your home with it. It comes in a lot of different ways you can see it. So like we have a big piece like this. We have a small piece here, a piece that looks like this. It also, in a different form, can look like this. Isn't that beautiful? So pretty. So it comes in a lot of different fashions. I highly recommend getting a piece to put near your door, your front door, so anybody that comes in walks by it. When you get home for the day, you can just around yourself quickly. So the aura cleanses are so important because we deal with a lot. We shove a lot down. We spend, especially if you're new to energy work or receiving energy work, you know, you've spent your whole life shoving things down, shoving energy down, forgetting about things, allowing, you know, all those moments, those shadow moments to just like become a part of you and not be dealt with, just pushed away, pushed down. And those energies will settle in weak parts of the body, and that's why a lot of people experience continuous physical pain in those areas. So very, very important to keep up with your spiritual energy, just as if you do detoxes or, you know, you work out every day. Taking care of your energy, especially routinely and consistently, will really, really help you on your journey, and I highly recommend this. So this is one of the offerings that I do have for clients. It's going to be an aura cleanse, Reiki energy infused. It's just a really, really powerful experience. And like I said, it's done remotely. I have clients in Ireland that I work with here from California, you know, so space and distance have no relevancy on the spiritual plane. It's all vibration and connection. So what else is going to be used in that aura cleanse is going to be this Chakra Wand. It's a Chakra Amethyst wand. I use this to cord cut. So sometimes we have stuff so deeply rooted, energy so deeply rooted within us that it settles and it's connected throughout us, and we need to cut those cords and dismiss that energy outwardly. So that's what this is used for. Another offering that I have is going to be a classic divination reading. Now, I use these as subconscious quality amplifications, so it really points out what clients need to focus on, an aspect of what needs to be addressed, harnessed, brought into light, to really move throughout their journey and their next experience. Because a lot of the times, you know, we tune out our subconscious mind, especially if we're not used to using it. And really, it could be showing you all the signs, but sometimes you just need to hear it from someone else. You need that opportunity to have someone channel for you to allow those essences and those messages to come through. So it's just a really great experience. The way I do channeling and readings is very different, as you can see right now, and how I've been running this energy description for this video, this is how I do my reading. So I just intuitively shuffle and meditate and allow the cards to present themselves to me. I don't really use spreads. I just allow the cards to come to me. Sometimes it's 1 card, sometimes it's 5, you know, sometimes it's 3. It all just depends on what needs to be expressed. So from there as well, I do my channeling. So I look at the cards once they're shown to me, and I do my channeling through scripting, which is writing. So I infuse the paper with Reiki symbolism, and I have the client's name on there, and I script, I write, and the client receives a picture of this, and it also can be mailed to them if they would like. I like to do it this way because it's a really raw, authentic way of the client is seeing like what is coming through. Sometimes, you know, there's a little cross out scribble, and like you can see the thought changes or clarifies a little bit. And I really enjoy doing it this way. It makes it powerful for myself, and the client's connection, the connection with the guides, with energy and vibration in general, and feeling out those essences. It makes it really, really just powerful experience. Okay. So like I said, that can be a picture sent to you in the reading session, along with a picture of any crystal grid that I used. And from there, you can request it to be mailed to you if you would like to, and I will do that for you with no problem. Next card, Wisdom. So from there, you can have both of those sessions separately, an aura cleanse and a reading done separately, or I do a combination, which I highly recommend. If you're going to do it completely, especially if you haven't had an aura cleanse in a while. I cleanse the aura and then I do the cards, so there's no filter on the subconscious mind when we do the cards. So I highly recommend doing that as well, because that is just a really, really good way to remove the gunk and allow like the messages to come through as clearly as possible, because I do circuit through myself to you. And so let's see, what else? We have the spiritual manual. And the spiritual manual is something I've been doing for about a year now. Some people do it by lunar cycle, like every full moon, every new moon. Some people do it by season, summer, spring, winter, fall. Some people do it every month. And what that is kind of your own guide for the coming time and what your soul wants you to see and express and get into. So that all begins with our aura cleanse we talked about, okay? It is then followed by a divination reading. Wow, it's kind of cool, that ritual while I'm explaining how this is done is the card on the bottom. So aura cleanse first, then a reading. From there, we look at what your energy is expressed through your aura cleanse and through your reading. And I formulate a manual for you to guide you through the time. So you're going to have, it's for a month's time is how I really make it out to be. You're going to have a mantra for each week, some immersive self-discovery journaling prompts, activities you can do to raise your frequency and embody your essences that need to be noticed and appreciated, crystal and herb suggestions to really amplify, oil suggestions. It's just a amazing experience, like a manual to your subconscious self based on the energy readings that we were guided to in our connection together. Okay, so aura cleanse, divination reading, or a combo of the two, and then the spiritual guide manual experience, which is just, my clients have had just such amazing results from this, and it is such an honor to be able to do. That guide also includes information on any lunar celestial activities that are of importance coming up in the time to come right after you receive your manual, so within that month's time. So like I said, it's such a wonderful, wonderful experience to have clients go through this and work through this and be able to see themselves grow and have this to look back on, maybe to go back through. Now, the final thing that we have going on in Divination Dreamer is the Shadow Portal. The Shadow Portal is an immersive, deep experience that includes a video module, information learning experience. It's a really deep growth experience. It is going to help you illuminate those dark shadow qualities of yourself and empower yourself through them. Because from your darkness, you find your fucking badass powers. I'm telling you, you do. Your darkness is your superpower if you can illuminate it and unite it within yourself and be proud of it. I swear, it's such an uplifting experience. The clients that have done it have just changed their whole perception of life and who they are and what they're becoming, and like they're seeing their past selves in a different light. Things that used to bring them down about themselves are now the biggest, most transformational moments of their life, when they go back and are able to understand themselves and understand their darkness and grow a relationship with it. You just can't tell how jazzed I am about it. This is something that I like used myself as I went through my growth process and my transformation, and it's just brought such incredible light into my life, and even just creating it has brought such incredible light. So thank you all for joining me. I'm so excited to have you. I can't wait for this Imbolc portal. So remember, go join the Divination Dreamer Facebook group to be involved in that. It goes from January 31st through February 3rd. We have for offerings going on in Divination Dreamer right now, we have the Aura Cleanse, we have the Soul Message Reading, we have the combo of the two, the Spiritual Manual Guide, as well as the Shadow Portal module. And you will find all information of that in the Facebook group as well. There's so many things to come. I am so jazzed. Let's one more time go over energy channel reading for this video and all that came along with it. So we have Shine, letting our hidden talents come through, leading to ambition, because when we feel good, when we're expressing ourselves from a genuine heart space, we are motivated. We want to do more. We want to be a part of everything, of shifting the collective, of putting things out there, of getting things back, of just growing in all aspects. From there, we have good fortune, because when we express ourselves thoroughly and authentically, good fortune follows. The universe notices that and it lets us be. Then we have integrity, because when we feel good and we are creating from our talents, from who we truly are, we hold a certain moral code and standpoint within ourselves. Through that integrity and understanding of what is happening within ourselves and within the collective, we go through a rebirth stage. And after that rebirth, that transformation, that ascension, like what I just went through, we are brought to this wisdom like never before, where we start to see the world completely differently, from a whole different light, even if we'd seen things 1,000 times. All right, peace out, everybody. Have an amazing night. Don't forget to join the group. Click subscribe if you enjoy what we do together and how we connect.